Alright, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? A little bit of anime and manga. I did get a chance to see the day Naruto became a Hokage on YouTube, and it was great, just like the manga. I had a good time just yucking it up, so if you haven't seen it, check it out before YouTube decided to take it down. Now, after 15 years, Shonen Jump Bleach will end. So, it'll be a sad day for the Bleach fans everywhere. I enjoy Bleach, watched the anime, read the manga. I'm still reading the manga right now. Listen the entire soundtrack of it on YouTube. Awesomeness, baby. Straight up awesomeness. Um, but they got to stand aside, let other manga and anime series get a chance, get their moment in the sun. One Punch Man, for an example. So, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 will be coming out. I think it's supposed to be September or October of this year. So, hopefully, they come out with a demo so I get a chance to play. It'll be the first time I play a Dragon Ball video game since the PlayStation 2 days. Yeah, it's been a long time. Only for single player. So, now, I've been making videos on YouTube for 8 years, since today is July 18th, 2016. And hopefully I will be around for another 8 years making YouTube videos. My advice to the newcomers, have fun. Don't create drama like misleading titles to get more views. That's where you find yourself in a lot of trouble, and you will be put on blast for that. Because I've seen that for the last year and a half. I'm not going to name any names, but like I said, I've seen it, and it's not cool. Uh, be honest. Keep it 100. Keep it real. Don't be phony. Don't treat YouTube like a 9 to 5 job. If you're not having fun, take a break from making videos. Clear your head. And everything else. If you follow those instructions, follow my advice, you'll be fine. So, and oh yeah, stay away from drama too. Speaking of which, there's been a lot of that lately, especially on that website. I mean, I can be here all day making, laundry list of them. So, including the whole Counter-Strike global offensive drama with Pro Syndicate and T. Martin, which those are the popular guys on YouTube. They play Call of Duty games. They're known for that, and I'm pretty sure they have over 1 million subscribers and everything. I think at one point, I was subscribed to T. Martin, but I unsubscribed to him because I don't think he was that good. I just got tired of him. I didn't find him interesting. I didn't find his videos interesting anymore. So there you have it. Yeah, the whole Counter Strike Go drama. I read the articles and been told that they're in serious hot water and lawsuits and everything. But do I think they're going to be blacklisted from the community? No. Do I think they lose some fans along the way? Yeah, but they'll gain tons of fans off of this. So. So, and one more thing before I move on, you got, speaking of drama on YouTube, Ghostbusters 2016 movie. I mean, it's crazy that people are making videos and speaking out, how they watch the movie and they're like, okay, this movie is not as bad as people saying it is. It's not crappy, but it's not fantastic. Or if they say it's average, they get roasted because they only hear one side instead of hearing both sides. If they say if they enjoy it, they give it a positive review of the movie. It seems like it's worse. It's kind of like it feels like an election year type of thing where it's Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Like, you got to take sides. The name calling. It's scary. It's scary. So. All right, in the world of video games, Nintendo announced that Mini NES will be coming out this year, which is being November 11th, the same day that Dishonored 2 comes out. The retail price of the Mini NES will be $59.99 plus tax. It will be 30 digital games, not cartridge, digital games. And I think the controllers of the NES, I think, it's supposed to be $9.99. I could be wrong. So I think that's great. I mean, that's a tonic bombshell from Nintendo. That came out of the middle of nowhere. I was just like, wait, did Nintendo really do that? And I had to double check to make sure if this was real. So, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a big video game story. Pokemon Go, I've been hearing both sides of the argument. It's great, it's fantastic. Got people getting out of the house, playing while playing the game. Some, getting their exercise on. It's using it for, health-wise reasons, either physical or mental health. And I think it's awesome. And you're hearing weird stories where a Pokemon Go player found a dead body somewhere in Wyoming. I'm like, okay, yay. Yikes. And, of course, you get the negative stories where folks are just running into things, not aware of their surroundings, even though they put a little caution, like labels, say, hey, be aware of your surroundings while you're playing the game. Lack of common sense. I mean, it just goes completely out the window sometimes. Yay. That's awesome. And that's why you will never catch me playing Pokemon Go. So. Mass Effect 2 and 3, I played the games. I beaten them. I'm going to play them again for DLC reasons. And I can't wait to play the DLC. So. Mass Effect 3, I enjoy the game. It's a 9 out of 10, an A minus. The reason why it's an excellent but not a masterpiece of a game. There are a couple issues with it. First off, the final mission. I mean, they throw everything at you. They throw everything in the kitchen sink at you. You're dying left and right. You're just hoping. You're just hoping and praying that the little icon come up and you're like, okay, you hit that button and send the rockets and hit the Reaper machines. I think it's like a spaceship or whatever. I mean, you just get lucky, And the ending, the infamous ending. Watching walkthrough on YouTube is different than playing it, but the results are still the same. They're still confusing. It's still perplexing, and it makes no sense. And that's all I'm gonna say. You have to play the game and see it for yourself. For the ones who have not seen it, I'm doing my best not to spoil it for you guys. Mass Effect 3 is about Commander Shepard bringing in the entire galaxy together against the Reapers, and he has warned the Alliance the Reapers are coming. It's like they just talk on, deaf ears, like put their finger over their ear, like la 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 la. No, they're not coming. Yeah, unfortunately, they came and just wreak havoc, and it's up to him to reunite everybody to take down the Reapers once and for all. So, like I said, the ending bad, and the way BioWare and EA handled the whole thing is just. It made it a tad bit worse, and some people in the Mass Effect fan base took it too far and making the fan base and the community look bad. So, Evolution Championship Series 2016 is in the books. Infiltration 1, Street Fighter 5, he's your champion. Sonic Fox won the Mortal Kombat XL Grand Finals Championship. They showed it on ESPN2, which that was the Street Fighter 5, not Mortal Kombat XL. You know they ain't gonna do that. So, I have mixed feelings. I want to get the negatives out the way because I don't want to spend 20 minutes on it. They were trying to hype it up more than they should, and the players, the intro, the players were just walking so slow. I mean, they were slower than a damn snail. I'm like, if you don't move it, if you don't get on that stage and play the game, one of them getting cold feet, and I'm like, man, if you don't get on that stage and play that game, I'm gonna throw something at the TV. You got Long Island Joe, overexciting, acting like he won the whole thing, despite the fact that he moved into the winner's circle. You're like, dude, calm down. I know you're emotional. I know you're happy and you're pumped up, you're hyped up, but tone it down a little bit. And he ended up finishing 5th place. I was bummed out. I was disappointed. I was a little sad. I will admit that. That he didn't win it all, but I hope that he continues to play the game and grind and get better, and he'll win it all someday at Evo tournament. He has a chance. And the positive side, it was intense, it was exciting, and it's like, man, this is great. And the commentating, like I said, it's a hit and miss, and Seth Keelan and was it Mike Ross? They did an average job. So that's how I feel about it. And folks complaining, screaming bloody murder about the whole, Street Fighter V being showed on ESPN2, which we're talking about the same people didn't mind National Spelling Bee and Hot Dog Eating Contest being shown on ESPN or ESPN2. They're not going to get mad about that, but they're going to get mad about a fighting video game tournament being shown on ESPN2. And oh yeah, where were you guys at when they showed Madden NFL 16 championships? I watched it yesterday morning. Where y'all at? Crickets. Well, it's sports, but video games, it has no business on the ESPN network, according to you guys. I'm not going to get into that again. I'm not going to get into it. UFC 200 is in the books. Amanda Nunes won. She won. She's the new champion of that division. She roughed up Miesha Tate pretty good. Brock Lesnar took down Mark Hunt, but he got busted for, he failed a drug test. And Daniel Cormier won against Anderson Spider Silva in a replacement of John Jones. He needs to get himself together, and he needs to stop getting dinged for failed drug tests. Stop having run-ins with the law, being felony hit and run, hitting a pregnant girlfriend with the car and stuff like that. I mean, bruh, come on. Get your house in order, man. Get your ducks in the road. Get it straight, bruh. You're killing your fans out there. Anyways, NBA. Everybody's mad at Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors. I mean, I'm not acting all salty and upset. I'm disappointed that he leaves a team that were up 3-1 against the at the time defending NBA champions. Then they choked away the series, which nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to criticize the Oklahoma City Thunder for that. To now go to a team that is 73-9, back-to-back NBA Finals appearance, and it's just crazy. So even Adam Silver don't like the idea of the Kevin Durant going to Golden State Warriors, forming a super team and everything. Adam Silver is the NBA commissioner, and of course Kevin Durant's mama has to put him in his place. So I'll find the article. I'll put the link in the description. We're talking about the same Adam Silver who made the decision to suspend Draymond Green for Game 5 of the NBA Finals for kicking dudes in the ding-ding in the Family Jewels area. And that, I'm just going to leave that alone. And you got Tim Duncan retiring from the San Antonio Spurs, retiring from the NBA. So excellent career from him. Thank you. From a San Antonio Spurs fan to a former San Antonio Spurs player. Thank you. Thumbs up. Happy retirement. Thank goodness he didn't do what Kobe Bryant did with the farewell tour. That drove me nuts. And that 60-point game against the Utah Jazz for the LA Lakers, that was just overblown, overrated, and garbage. That's just my opinion on that one. Mike Conley Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies getting a big fat contract had people scratching their head like, wait a minute. Dwayne Wade should be getting that type of money. LeBron James should be getting that type of money. Carmelo Anthony should be getting that type of money. Not him. How many All-Star games has he been in? All I can say is we've seen NBA is notorious for owners giving away contracts, giving away money, getting big fat contracts to players who had one good year or a decent year and they disappear for the rest of the career. I've said this before and I've said it again. And Mike Conley Jr. was a good example. Dwayne Wade going from Miami Heat, who played for 13 years with that one organization, to Chicago Bulls for a 2-year deal. So, is it possible we're going to see the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors for part 3 of the NBA Finals? Anybody? NFL picks. I got the Steelers versus the Patriots for the AFC title game. I got the Cardinals versus the Packers. And I got the Cardinals versus the Patriots. And I have Arizona Cardinals winning it all. So there you go. I know there are Panther fans going to get on me for that, but deal with it. I just don't trust Dave Gettleman at this point. I don't trust him. So I can be a Panthers fan, but I don't have to love every move that he does. So I just don't trust him. He's got to prove something to me. The Carolina Panthers got to go out and win this Super Bowl or two. Hell, they got to win at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls to prove to me that I can, from a fan, to trust him. A GM. As right now, I don't. So I'm just shocked that Cam Newton was number 1 at the top NFL 100 players in the league by his peers. I'm just shocked. What about y'all? I'll put the other Carolina Panthers news in the description. Now, as for what's going on in the shootings, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I don't want to drag it out too long. Both sides have to start listening to each other, communicate with each other. On the police brutality, I condemn it. The justice system has to start handing out long-term prison sentence on rogue cops. This just can't keep continuing. You can't keep giving them, slapping on the wrist, give them jobs, give them pay raises, or whatever it is, and there's nothing being done. That's where people are going. That's where citizens and communities are going to get angry. They're going to get ticked off, and they're going to take the law into their own hands. And that's where retaliation is created. That's where it happens. That's where it begins. Now, as for the killings of the police officers, I condemn it too. There are good cops out there. So I wish the good cops do more. Smoke out the road cops. Get rid of the bad apples. Don't protect them just because they're rocking the badge and the gun. Don't do that. If you're protecting them, guess what? You're just as bad, not if worse, as the road cops. You understand? And that's all I gotta say. Gotta come to a resolution. And before I go, enough with the hashtag All Lives Matter. Don't play that card anymore. We're not being treated equally. Minorities and people of color not being treated equally. Just because we're human beings, that don't mean we're being treated like one. And it's an excuse to end the conversations. When it comes to racism and discrimination, people play that card and people are delusional. This country is in a state of delusional right now. It's sad, it's sickening, and it's scary. And the All Lives Matter crowd, get a life. Come up with something new. Come up with something different argument than just playing the same damn card, the same damn line every time something like this happens. You disgust me. Get a life. I'm not going to say it one more time. And with that, I'm done. What's your thoughts on today's topics?